All right, now there was an artist I wanted to ask you about because this artist had, when we done the review, the vocals just really impressed me. Tell me about Big Lazy and your relationship with Big Lazy. And
so Big Lazy was around in the previous recording days, as Chad Arms was as well. Shout out Chad Arms TV. So when I come back, I had tapped in with Chad, and he wanted to shoot an interview and put it on his channel, in which, you know, we started doing some heavy networking, and he told me, he's like, man, Big Lazy is cutting hooks, you know, for a good price. So, and I needed a male vocalist. See, I already knew that I needed a male vocalist for these songs, you know, for the Music Child project. So, and I also had rubbed shoulders with Lazy a few times previous. So Chad plugged us in, and oh man, we've done 4. I've released 2, and we've got 3 more with me and featuring others. So it's and that's just with Lazy. But yeah, he is great. And when I say great, it's such a raw talent. Let me tell y'all, we went up there one day at his crib and recorded. And when we got done recording, he's like, Phathead, why don't you go down to the karaoke bar with me down here in Mount Juliet? I said, hell, let's go. Let me tell you, that boy rode that wheelchair into that stage, and I'm talking about brought the walls down. It raw. He's a mean vocalist. He's got pain, grit, and he's very polished. And hell, he's done features with everybody. I mean, he is. I hate that there ain't been that blow up moment for him, but you know, that's just a testament to some people being content with the pocket that they're in, with, you know, featuring, and at some point you gotta level up in life, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're trying to do with Lazy, is get him to that point.
Did his audio go weird for you?
Yes, it did. Something happened with your audio, Phathead.
Oh, sorry about that. About how much?
It sounds like you're in a bubble now or something.
Oh, okay. 1 second here.
Man, this story is. We need to holler at Tyler Perry or somebody.
Is that any better?
No.
What's going on here? How about now?
I wonder what happened.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I ain't touching nothing.
There was nothing on our end.
That was odd.
Is it still bad?
It's not bad, but it's noticeable from where it was before to where it is now.
Let's see.
There we go.
How about that?
But you done when you went off and then you came back on and it was good, and
now you need it.
Good. Testing. I don't know what the hell happened there, guys.
So look, let's do this. Drop off and then jump back in. Let's see if that works.
All right.
We're gonna keep all of this.
Keep it. We're gonna. That's first of all. This story is.
Do you need to drop him and send him another link?
When he comes back, if it doesn't work out right, then
okay.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect all this.
Me either.
I didn't.
He keeps hitting me with more and more. Like the dad in jail, mom.
2 life sentences. Did you miss that?
I didn't miss it. I was overwhelmed by all of it. I'm still like flabbergasted. Like it's just one dude he can punch to the gut. They're at 2 life sentences. Punch to the gut. Mom on drugs.
Rapping in front of all of these inmates at 7.
That's at 7. Just because you want to see your pops. Here, let me get up and do this.
Yeah, make Dad proud. Let me see what we got. Man, this I didn't expect any of this for the most part. I didn't expect. This is an incredible story.
I almost started crying for a brief second because the fire hit me.
Over there.
Yes, that's better. That's it.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
But back to Lazy real quick. He's we've, like I said, we brushed shoulders in the previous music stage. My homie Chad Arms, shout out to Chad Arms TV. He plugged me in with Lazy, and we cut about 4 songs, and we've got a lot more on the drawing board. And we're just trying to, continue making good music and keep moving, But he's got a gracious voice. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna ask one more question about Lazy because I want to definitely put him in touch with an independent country radio station I work with, does he have recorded music or he just does hooks?
No, he's recorded. He's actually got an album he's working on now, and so that's what me and Chad's been helping him out on getting him rolling back out. Him and his roommate Nick, they've been working real hard on getting him a final product because he did do a lot of hooks for years, as you're saying. But we're trying to get him back in the fold, and so, but he's got a pretty good catalog overall. He's featured with all your favorite people. He's been on a lot of tracks.
Is he on social media?
Yeah, on Facebook, I know he's Joshua Dennis. And then Instagram is Big Lazy, but I think the username's Entertainment Big Lazy, I think.
Okay. All right, I'm going to definitely, you said Joshua Davis?
Joshua Dennis.
All right, I'm definitely going to reach out to him. I think he can have some of his music played on an independent country station as well.
Right on.
All right, man. So when you what made you decide that, you know what, I'm gonna give him 3 projects?
So I knew that one project was a little much to dump down in on just with one, plus learning this new way of the way people consume music. So, there's a lot of people that are on that burning turn, so to say. They want to just create it, drop it. And not to say that's wrong, but for what I'm trying to do, I need time first and foremost, and I need to be able to make sure I've got enough room to do that without oversaturating one entire project. So I wanted to take 3 albums and not just with the story. So there's a reason. Now, I pay homage to what being an MC is. Now, an MC was some drunk ass dude at his buddy's party, the DJ, and he happened to grab a microphone and say, "Put your hands in the air, wave them like you don't care, a rapper's born."
Right.
So with this 3 album run, we got Music Child. My second album is going to be called Move the Crowd. And my third album is going to be Master Ceremony. So I've got 3 albums to pay homage to the culture in its, in its entirety, and to tell the story, my story, on top of some playful music here and there, because that's where the singles, the freestyles, and stuff like that come into play.
I respect that.
All right, now you've had a lot that you've dealt with in your life, but yet and still, when I watch your videos, I can tell you like to have fun, like the no limit joke. That joke had me cracking up. Like, where do you find that reserve? Like, where do you find that playful side when you've dealt with so many things?
So, like in middle school, even if you come from the streets and now you're at school, you could joke on your homies and y'all could snap back and forth and laugh it off, and then kind of laugh at that stuff like that. And I was able to find a balance, as crazy as it sounds, to live like 2 lives. So if I was on the streets, yeah, it was more depressing, and I was more in a serious tone, demeanor, to where when I was at a party or around the crowd, it's just night and day. And I think that's also part of my God-given gift, as far as the gift of the gabber, performing or being, infectious to people and stuff like that. So I've got a kid-like mentality, as well, as my wife says. I mean, she's raising a kid in me as well, because I still play. I like to have, I guess my childhood was stripped from me, is what I'm saying. So as an adult, I still act ass.
It was. Spank, you got anything while I let all this marinate?
I heard the Scarface and the MGK, 8-Ball, MJG. Who would you say that you pattern your style after, though? Because I figure you more of a classic MC, more like, Run DMC days, somebody that do that.
There's definitely influence from that, but if I was to Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, it's just, I'll call it for what it is. Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, and in today's time, J. Cole.
Okay.
And I feel like if I pin myself amongst them 3, because you got to understand, I grew up, as y'all know, I mean, you do understand, the Lil Wayne and the Jay-Z era, especially when Jay-Z's sitting there talking about selling his own mama crack, and You Must Have Loved Me, I done that.
Right.
I don't know if when he wrote that, did he think, well, some white boy down in Nashville is going through that? I've done that. So that's the same connection. So, it's just stuff like that. And then you got, Lil Wayne, when he's sitting there talking about stuff like, I know you came from the bottom straight to success and your nets don't cry. They can't steal your pride. It's inside. That's him telling, yet again, a kid that came from the same environment, chin up, buckle up, let that shit slide, bro, and move on. You know what I'm saying? So Lil Wayne and Jay-Z is my overall, that if I molded anything, it was from them two for sure.
Okay.
No doubt. What's the recording process like for you?
Back then it was ether and go in and just spit. Now it's more methodical. It's more organized. We'll say I've learned a different way of recording, and it seems to be great. I can't really complain. And
you write the whole song, or you start with the hook, or what do you do?
So it's I write most times I write backwards, and that's crazy. I know it seems crazy, but I'll know what my last two bars are. That just smack them across the face. Mm-hmm. And when I get them, I'll write that thing backwards most times. But the hooks is off the beat. So how I am is it really helps if I've got the beat first in terms of a hook, because to me, a hook should have some kind of repetitiveness, but not too much. It should have some kind of melodic tone, something different from what your verse vocals are. And then it should be universal. It should have some kind of messaging that you can, not necessarily a double entendre, but you can flip off that message in multiple ways, such as Better Days. I'll use it as a perfect example. Everybody can attest to Better Days. It's a very universal saying, thank God for better days. It's got its repetitiveness in it, and it's got a melodic tone that's a contrast breaker from, the vocals. So I'll get the hook down and then I'll start writing my verses. But there are times, and then I call them jump off bars. I'll be riding down the road feeling right, and two bars will jump in my head, something serious, and I'll drop them two bars and it'll just flood into a whole 16 or, wherever I decide to stop at that point.
But you don't record it that way though, right? Do you punch or you write most of that? Like when you started the two that you felt when you were writing, do you go ahead and write the rest of the rhyme? Or do you take that two into the studio and then do those two and then punch the rest?
No, so I write the whole thing. Before I go to the main studio, I've got the whole song written, the chorus written, the ad-libs, where they're going to go, the whole nine. And it's not how it used to be, because back then it was a freestyle monster, freestyle king, and I've always held pride on that as well. But I'm much more creative writing, for sure. Okay. Plus, I know it's not to toot my own horn, but give me a break, bro. I know I write better than 90% of these fucking people out here. Excuse my French, but
well, a lot of them ain't writing. First of all, most of them are punchers. They punch their way through the whole session.
Right. Yeah, I ain't about them filler bars.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, Phathead the Music Child, the album, it dropped at the beginning of the year. Talk first of all about the fulfillment that gave you, the response of the people, and just the entire process of making it.
So it was so before, when I released an album, it was pretty much cut it in the studio, get it dropped, feed the streets, everybody's happy, cool. To where this was so different, because on top of this comeback and us knowing the content we was going to put together, well, me and my wife had to do a lot of the stuff that Spank be trying to shed light on as far as the business side, and, getting your distribution and shout out to the music notes, creating some kind of conduit between you and your fan base. And for me, I was thinking, what can I call the fan base if we're going to do this? And my wife, she's like, call them music notes. So my fan base is music notes. Shout out to all Phathead's music notes for sure.
Can I be a music note?
You absolutely are. The first time you hit that play button and said, what the hell? You was a music note.
Right.
But yeah, so just with this album, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't do before. Like, for an example, having Ear God master my album. That's the first. So let me tell y'all, I did cry. And I don't care. I ain't got to be all prideful about it. When that album came back and I was sitting there holding on to a physical copy of my own master copy of my own music, I'd never done that in my whole career. That was a great milestone for me. I looked up and felt beyond proud and kind of just solidified Phathead's here to stay and we ain't going nowhere.
Good for you. Good for you.
All right.
So it was a real good overall. It was better than I expected. Let's just say that. I put some goals together and there was some extra spice and ups that happened on the side. And so, yeah, I can't complain.
Now you are old enough to where
you don't know how old this man is.
Yeah, he took a 10-year hiatus. So in that 10 years, music changed. Like how long did it take for you to adjust? Because when I transitioned from artist to DJ, music was still somewhat similar, but I made that transition out of necessity. You took time off and an entire decade transpired. Like how did you adapt? How did you just get back into the flow of things?
I still am, believe it or not. As good as what y'all are hearing that I'm putting out now, that's still Rusty Phathead. And how I know this, yes. And it's not me. I'm not flexing. I promise, Frank. I ain't flexing. Listen.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Since I stopped writing Music Child and finished it, which was around November, we'll say.
Okay.
Everything that I've written up to date, like these 16-bar challenges and a few freestyles I've done and some features. Ooh, we eating now.
So wait a minute. When we saw you with Better Days, you was just not coming back?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, that was.
I can tell that.
Okay.
Well, that's where that vintage comes from, as you spoke on.
Right.
So,
And
I even knew that too. So that was because I even told, my wife and my brother-in-law, and I'm going to shout out City Boy Country Soul, my brother-in-law. He's also a team. I shouldn't even left him out. That's my road dog. He's the one that's in my ear all the time. Like, bro, you can't be writing, 100-bar songs. People listen to 60-second songs and 30-minute, 30-second snippets. And so he's peppering in on how it's consumed today. And, I'm to a point where I can have fun with and entertain how that algorithm rolls out as far as the short films. And that's cool and all, but I'm going to stay on their heads. I'm going to stay in my format, and I'm just going to continue working on my delivery. I think my delivery is what, not my voice, my delivery and my cadence and stuff like that, I think is what suffered. I wouldn't say suffered. Boy, it's what I have to build on. That's where my progress comes in, is kind of getting more of the format.
In those 10 years, you weren't like still doing exercises or still like writing? Did you compile songs, or you just said, forget it, I'm done?
So true story. 2011, my last Twitter post on Phathead 615 was, I am the master ceremony. I am the music child. I will move the crowd. And then I checked out all social media, and because I knew then what I was going to do. Mm-hmm. But when I broke ties and all, and I shit you not, I worked every day and I didn't listen to rap music for 5 of them 10 years.
Oh, wow.
All I listened to was country music and rock and roll while I worked my ass off every day.
Wow.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is like, I did not want to, where I was at mentally, I didn't want to, I knew if I continued listening to rap, it would keep me street tied. I needed to do that to break away from the streets and get into this family life I'm living now.
Right.
It makes sense.
Right.
But
you didn't want to hear last decade. You didn't want to hear much of that stuff anyway. It was trash.
Right. And I didn't miss much, but I can say 2016, 17 or so, an artist named NF made his.
Yes, sir.
He made his face known to the scene, and when I heard that first track, it was over, because I think even then the rapper side was like,
you got lit.
and know what you can do.
I
started getting into reaction channels over through 2017 and 18, and then I started, kind of working my way back into me, and God put it all right back in, because He knows, I put stuff in fruition. I'm a ace at that, because you can't, as long as you work your ass off and you move with good intentions, you can't lose.
Yeah.
God sent a clean gospel rapper your way.
He's a gospel rapper too.
To light that fire. That's what's up. I like that.
Well, and it's even more crazier because, like, the first thing I respected is like, this dude didn't cuss through none of his music.
Not one
bit. I'm
bit.
like, way to boss up on him, son.
Yeah.
You talk about filler bars. Look here, you got people that want to cuss every other word. You know what I'm saying? Because it just sounds hot. Well, you'll notice on Music Child, there's I think 2 cuss words on that album, and I couldn't move them because they were more of an adjective. You know, they were more of an expression. I just couldn't move them off. So. But yeah, it's everything geared me up for what I was to do in this comeback. And then like I said, I'm not flexing at all, but I'm gonna tell you, me and my wife got this. Oh, we got this.
I have to ask this question because you constantly mention your wife, which is admirable. But how hard was it for your wife to learn some of this music stuff?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to one of your questions you first asked about my wife while we're segueing to that real quick. It's also movie like, and I shit y'all not. My homies had told me about this girl, Jadrin, in my hometown, Woodbine. Man, when you see this girl, Jadrin. So I come walking my hot ass up the street, white beater hanging out my shorts, looking like straight street swag, and I walked up to her and I seen her and she's in this black mini skirt and I said, "You gotta be Jadrin." And she said, "Who the hell are you?" I said, "I'm Phathead, but I'm telling you now, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the road, you will be my wife." And she was like, "You crazy as hell." I said, "All right." And lo and behold, 3 years later, boom, we was married.
Wow.
But
he done stalked her for 3 years.
Does she do any music or is she just on the business side?
No, she wasn't. No, this was just on some street shit. You know what I'm saying? There was not much music involved, but I poke at her and tell her she thought she married the next Eminem. You hear me? But no, so to your question, when I was down and out cartel, okay, that was my record label. It was me and my homie Big Wood. We had a good 10-year run as I spoke before.
I ain't calling no man Big Wood. I'm sorry.
Well, right. And it's just one of them things. But nonetheless, when I was doing music then, she was living the lifestyle of me coming home at 2 a.m. from late studio sessions. She wasn't tied into music at all, pretty much. Right. You know, she would be at the shows and she would be there helping us with merchandise, behind the scenes stuff. But she was never really, she'd go to the studio sometimes. It just wasn't her cup of tea, to where now she's involved with every aspect. And when I'm telling y'all, she stays on my head. I had to go and rush a cigarette and like, leave me alone. No, she stays on my head, y'all. She won't let me slip.
But she probably saw you and knowing that music was your passion. So that decade long and it was still fighting and eating at you, she probably knew that, you know, this is what he needs to do. So I'm gonna get behind him whenever he feels like he needs to do it. So that's probably where that energy is.
And see, and it is like that because within that time period, she went back to college and got her business degree. And so at that point, we was just in our life, we was just thinking level up.
Right.
To where now, alongside of what you're saying, as far as her knowing that was my dream, I think she knew, like with my personality, I can be overbearing at times, you know. So she knew when I come back to music, she knew there was going to be no half stepping. Mm-hmm. But in the same breath, she knows my bad traits. Like sometimes whenever I'm doing good, I feel like I can pop a wheelie, you know, and so she's having to kind of pull that out of me.
Right, but, right. Keep you grounded.
I always pay homage to her because, bro, let me tell you, you know, when I started this comeback, one morning I woke up at like 2 a.m. and she's looking at a computer screen. It's got, you know, fucking matrix codes on it. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, building your website. And she's all been up working like, I'm building your website. And I'm like, so she hits the button and it flips over and she shows me. And I'm like, yeah. And look, what you're looking at on my website, that's her.
That's what's up.
The Dub 30 16-bar challenge video. My wife shot that.
That's what's up.
So we just trying to be like Tom and Nova as far as the work ethic goes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey man, I respect it. I shout my wife out all the time because without her, you know, I'll pop that wheelie sometimes too. So
right.
You know, and sometimes we can have our homeboys, but chances are it's that woman behind us who knows what's best.
Oh, absolutely. She was the first one that ever was worried about my well-being. So that's why that was an easy deal. So, but it's funny because I come from that kind of background, but yet God knew what he was doing, because when I had my kid, he didn't give me a son. He gave me a daughter. He gave me that very fragile piece of life that he knew it was going to just. So now here I sit with a female dog, my wife, my niece, my daughter. I had a rooster. You hear me? I had a rooster, but the son bitch died on me. So I had no companion, so to speak. But so I'm in a real. Not, I wouldn't say soft, but I'm in a woman aligned house, we'll say. So I've got
you're in a humbling home. You've been humbled. Yes.
Yeah, best.
You don't run nothing.
Not a damn thing.
You don't run nothing, sir.
Hey, but look, I will say this though. Look, when you put your family and your kids and your wife up on that totem pole, hey, shit rolls downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm here to show that shit and make sure it's all good, big dog.
Use it as fertilizer. Exactly.
There are a lot of women in my family, and I tell them all the time, probably almost every day, God put me here to take every ounce of pain, every amount of struggle for you guys. Don't have to. I do not mind being the bulletproof vest for my family. But look, let me say this, because I just, in talking about raising girls, now Spank can't relate to this at all.
No, not at all. Not a little bit.
All right, so do you know the difference in raising a son? What the difference in raising a son and a daughter? With the daughter, you're protecting her from getting screwed. And with the son, you're protecting him from screwing himself.
Right on.
We will screw ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
See, Spank, you don't know because you ain't got no daughter, but I always told my daughters, don't run into me.
Please don't run into him. Please don't run.
Run into me when I'm older, but not don't run into Purple Blind. I was terrible.
Right.
Now I can't tell you this. Growing up, at least the last 4 or 5 years, I had that same worry that most fathers have with daughters as they're 14 years old. My niece and my daughter apiece. I thought I'd be worried about the whole dating thing as it would arise, but man, I'm gonna tell you, I feel bad for what little boy decides he likes my daughter, bro. I'm telling you now, I feel bad because she is sharp. Boy, she is something. I'm telling you, she ain't going. She got my personality and my wife's dominance. So, whew.
Good for her.
Good deal, though. Good deal, sir. This story has been amazing. I can't let you go without plugging your socials. Wherever the website, Instagram, TikTok, wherever they can find you. Let them know about the album, where to find the album. Give all the information. I can't let you go without saying it.
Right. So y'all can go to my YouTube channel, Phathead the Music Child, and then my Instagram is Phat_, and I'm not gonna go through all that. Phathead the Music Child with a bunch of damn underscores. You can't miss it. My Facebook, Phathead, and then I have my fan page, Phathead's Music Notes. Now that's where a lot of the content will go that don't go on other platforms. Then on TikTok, I've got 2 TikToks, one Phathead 615 and the other one Phathead the Music Child. But more importantly, y'all go visit my website, phatheadthemusicchild.com, and go over there and check it out, read up on some of the bio, and if you're feeling feisty, go on and copy some merch and get that autographed copy.
Okay. Spank, you got anything for Phathead?
See that right there? We ain't just doing digital shit. We're paying homage to the old school with physical copies, autographed. We're still putting flyers out on the streets. We're putting stickers on the telephone poles and the gas pumps. While we're promoting online, we're doing it all.
All right. Hey, how can I get some stickers and some flyers?
Man, I told you back then, shoot me the P.O. box or the address, and we're going to send y'all a swag bag.
Hey, we can do a giveaway. Send us a package so we can do a giveaway so the people can watch this.
That ain't fresh, dude. Just look at that.
I like
pretty colors,
boy.
Nice.
Red and black is my favorite colors. That's the Bulldogs colors.
Oh boy, here we go, Bulldogs. Let's not get into sports because I know I'll be night and day on that. But yeah, y'all just check out phatheadthemusicchild.com, and I'm gonna go on and take this time to let y'all know that Spank and Vic is on top of that shit. Boy, y'all check in with Country Rap Reports because It is a seminar. You need this. If you're an independent artist, if you don't do music, get entertained because it's very entertaining. And I appreciate what y'all do, man. I really do.
Man, and we appreciate you. And you know what? It's funny. You just said a word that me and Spank was talking about before we brought you on. And I wonder, is that a sign? Did you hear the word he said, Spank?
What did he say?
Seminar.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He had no idea.
There might be a sign, bro. There might be a sign.
Right here, we were talking about something off air about doing a virtual seminar where people can ask questions live.
Right.
And, you just said seminar.
Yeah, y'all already doing it.
No, but we want to do it. I'm talking about doing it where people can just come up. If they got a question, they can ask it right there, real time, doing it live. We're always trying to add elements to what we do to help enhance the brand.
Right, right.
Speaking of enhancing, before we let you go, do you think country rap should be a category when listing your music? Like when you go to, am I saying it correctly, Mike?
Yeah, it's going to be. And I support that.
We're starting a petition.
Yes, we are. We talked about it right before we brought you on. So you'll be one of the first ones that we send a petition to. We need you to sign the petition so we can get the country rap category on all the major DSPs so they can officially recognize
It's coming. It's coming. It's going to happen. Because when you started shooting them numbers out on some of the income, as far as it overall is in its entirety, that's big enough numbers. That thing ain't gonna do nothing but amplify, and it's already doing it at a rapid rate to the point you're getting cookie cutter country rappers out here. We ain't gonna throw out no names, but it's already happening.
Right.
But now I will say this: it's very powerful for stuff like this to happen because I've had this thing about music and genres in general. Because, like with classic rock and roll, why did the music industry decide all of a sudden we're gonna completely get rid of classic rock and roll? Where did it go? What happened? And then look what happened. Country music takes over. And then look what happened. Pop music comes on. And next thing you know, rap starts to get its wave. And then now you got these powerhouses. And it made sense to me. Record labels can't create a rock star. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They're not going to be able to create that person's story that makes him so electrifying. They can put the makeup on them and rock her hair and give them the good guitar. But you can't remake Jimi Hendrix.
No,
this is true.
So now you have these labels that are fixing to start cookie cutting country rap artists, and you're going to see, Mako and Average Joe's and other record labels. They're fixing to be in some competition, whether they like it or not. It's coming.
Agreed.
It's coming. And for me as an artist, I'm so neutral and independent. I love my headspace, and I'll go ahead and let it be known. Y'all don't waste your time calling, inboxing me at all. If you ain't speaking 100,000 or better, I ain't got time. Don't waste my time. I ain't got time for it. And that's just straight up.
100 or better.
100 or better. Yeah, my wife's already doing that shit, so I don't got no time for it. But outside of that, country rap is coming. There's nothing they can do, and you can't do nothing but thank a lot of hardworking ass artists like Upchurch, like Calhoun, like Broadnax. It's definitely had a lot of work put into it. And so I think that foundation's strong enough, it deserves it.
Agreed.
So
one last question. And because you say you're in Kentucky now, right?
Yeah.
There was an artist years ago from Kentucky named Buckshot. Do you remember him?
Vaguely I do, but not like on a personal level, but I've seen the name for sure.
I was just wondering if he was still doing music, if his name was ringing in Kentucky still or whatever.
Did y'all see, real quick, did y'all happen to see the 16-bar challenge verse for the Dub 3030?
No, I'm going to watch it as soon as we stop.
We got videos in our to-do list. We might just grab some of them and make an episode out of it.
Right on. Yeah, well, that, and I'm letting y'all know now that Saturday I'm going to drop this Broadnax 16-bar challenge because I need that feature. Let me tell you, when y'all did y'all's dream feature for me, that's what Big said he'd like to see Broadnax. And no shit, I hadn't listened to none of dude's music at that point.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
So when I went and listened to this dude, the first song grabbed me. And this is why I know I'm gonna win this and go ahead and get this feature, because when I listen to dude, he already gets me wanting to write already. So I could imagine when we get together on a song how hard that thing's gonna hit.
Yeah. No doubt.
I'm telling you.
That would be dope.
Yeah, it's going. It will be. It's going to happen. I told you I speak things into fruition. Believe that.
Phathead, it's been an honor and a pleasure, sir.
For sure.
Likewise, fellas.
All right, man. Again, have a wonderful night. I'm gonna check out the 16-bar challenge. I'm gonna be watching and waiting for that Broadneck challenge. And man, enjoy the rest of your evening.
That's what's up. Y'all enjoy y'all's evening. And I appreciate the hell out of it, Spank and Vic, and y'all tune in country rap reports.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, bro. Y'all be good.
Man, seminar.
Yeah, he spoke it. We mentioned it, but he came out of the blue with it.
I almost want to ask him, could he hear us? But I hadn't pumped him in yet. But I wanted to ask him, could he hear us? And but hey, I don't know what happened. But he's spoken in. Hey, it's on the plate. We're gonna put it on the plate. It's on the plate.
Well, Heather's in front of me, so we'll have a discussion as soon as we get done recording this.
That was insane. Now, you know something funny? Before we go. We talked about these bar challenges.
Right.
And how Yo Gotti opened the floodgate.
Right.
Now I need to reach out to Dub 3030. Because I seen Phathead 16-bar Dub 3030 challenge. But I didn't listen to it. But now I got to go to Dub's page and see
who picked the winner.
Well, I know
you reach out to him and ask him who's gonna pick the winner and see if we can pick the winner.
Because I'm definitely want to reach out to him and like, can you shoot those videos over? Right. And before you announce the winner, can we make that?
Yeah, let us not announce the winner. If we can't pick the winner, let us announce the winner on an episode.
Okay, hold on. Let's real quick. We are behind, bro.
Bro, we so far behind on videos reviews.
I ain't talking about videos. I'm sorry. Okay, I just pulled it up. 16-bar challenge. All right, you ready?
Right.
Rules of entry. Download the beat title 16-bar challenge.
Okay.
Submission must be a video, which
that's us.
Submission must be a video to make things even. To make things even for everyone to enter. Some people don't have access to a studio for recording. All you need to do is send a video of you rapping the 16 bars. Send your video submission along with your name and contact information, 16barchallenge@gmail.com. The deadline is still some time.
When's the deadline?
The 28th.
So we need to reach out to him now so we can go ahead and figure it out.
Judges will be picking the top 3 people to win.
I want to be a judge.
Messaging Dub 3030.
Yeah, do that.
While we are recording.
Do that.
Good evening, sir. How, if possible,
we need a collaboration.
Can the
3030
Country Rap Report be involved in the contest? We would love. I want to say we would love to do a show. Bro, what if he has 100 entries?
Of all of the videos? No, we gonna do a show for the top ones.
Okay, we would love to do a episode centered around it. Okay.
Let's see what
Dub 3030. Let me, you know what? Hold on. Let me copy this message. Copy. Because I realized I just sent it from my personal page.
Okay.
And I am going to send it also from the Country Rap Report page. That way he'll know that we ain't playing. I want to be involved. And then we need to message Broadnax.
Broadnax don't reply back to any of my inboxes. I might be a little fanboyish, but you know, he still don't reply to none of them, so I can't do it.
Oh, he got one too. He just announced his.
Yeah, he said that Broadnax had a 16-bar challenge.
He just announced. Look, 5 days ago, right?
Right.
We
need to start recording.
No.
Wrap this up.
I'm gonna give them this information. Everyone watching this show, Broadnax also has a 16-bar challenge. Coldest crack
of rapping.
It was like a tongue twister. I couldn't say it. It seemed like you enjoyed it though.
I love Broadnax, bro.
The return of the 16-bar challenge 2.0 started the 18th and is on. And guess what? Broadnax is giving away.
We got a Bobby Briscoe beat, right?
He's giving away $500.
Nice.
$500, man. I need to send. He don't check, but hey.
What's the submission rules for him?
I don't see no rules.
Well, how they gonna participate?
I don't know. I don't see not now rule. Not now.
Because I would sure be in the inbox. Bruh.
It just say download beat in bio.
I'm a fan.
You gonna say that over the beat? All right, I'm messaging Broadnax the same thing I messaged Dub 3030. Yes, okay. Broadnax don't check, but hey, we might get lucky.
Okay.
Hey, we might have to do a Broadnax show and a Dub 3030 show. Which, guess what? All you artists out there, that's beneficial to you guys.
Absolutely.
For real. Yo got to open the floodgate. I said that. Now, again, no, they're not doing it like Yo Gotti did it. Right. I need Church, who just started a brand new Instagram. Mm-hmm. I need Church to do it like Yo Gotti. I need Church to be able to back and forth with them. Mm-hmm. Like everybody's just giving a beat. Hey, we could do a Country Rap Report 16-bar challenge eventually.
Well, Church should do it, but I want to see what the level of progression is from Dub doing it to Broadnax doing it, and then Church. Because when Church do it, it's going to be thousands of entries.
Yeah, we might not be able to do a show like that.
No, I don't want to judge that one, fam. Y'all can gab that one over there by yourself.
Long as don't about from Holla Boy win. like Yo Gotti. Long as Chase Matthew don't win.
Right.
And Jesse B can't win because Jesse B. Okay. I don't know, man. Jesse B. We might have started. Jesse B. might be that first female Holla Boy before you know it, boy.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
I'm just saying. She talking to Chase. She talking to Church. Hey, man. All right, man. Hey, man. That was. Listen. If y'all didn't get anything from this episode, you gotta keep pushing.
Perseverance.
Keep going.
Yes.
Perseverance. Period. Yes. Don't stop. My man was on the streets. 11 years old, bro. Sitting on the drive events, bro. Most people couldn't survive that, like you said, for one day. More or less, that amount of years. Parents incarcerated.
I am drive event. That was the one that got me. That was like, he had to sit in front of a dryer vent to stay warm. The sun
came up.
To stay warm, bro. Like, you know how bad that is? And you ain't even supposed to be breathing that in. That's like mixed in carbon monoxide or whatever. That will kill you. But dude is a blessing.
And through all that, he catches on fire.
On fire.
Yeah, not fire.
He wasn't hot. He was on fire.
He said he looked like Freddy Krueger.
Finna lose an ear. Like, bro, who goes through that and still be like smiling? Who go through that and be like, bro, I'm enjoying life. Well, shit, no. I'm mad at the world at that
people
point.
are mad at life.
Right.
F you life.
Right.
Somebody playing games.
This man is using the music as a ministry and he don't even know it.
Yes. For real. Shout out, man. This is dope. These interviews are getting doper and doper.
Shout out to God for using folks the way that He wants you to use them, instead of you moving how you think you're gonna move. I got this. That's
hold tight.
You better hold on, because you'll get set on fire, and I'll make you sit down. Like, bro, you pay attention.
And look, pause. Phathead music shot look good. To be a person to say he looked like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
You ain't see me getting close to the screen, like bro.
Bruh, he got an amazing story. I might need to figure out some sort of NFT something for him so he can get some sort of funding to get a documentary shot or something. This story got to be told.
I don't know how NFTs work, but see if he maybe got some pictures from the situation.
Well, I know he got cataloged, but we'll discuss all this later. Like, it's a different type of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, this is he's got an amazing story. This is probably the most
in-depth
and disturbing story of any rapper I've ever heard in my life.
Definitely for the Country Rap Report. For sure.
All
right, man. Until next time, I'm gonna be sitting by my phone. Hopefully, I'll get hit by Broadnax or Dub 30. And all you artists out there.
30 will hit you.
All you artists, all you artists out there, getting these challenges, man. Bro, I love these floodgates. Country rap floodgates are opening the up for real.
Right.
Hey, man. Right. I'm just proud to be a part, and I'm proud that we're being recognized for attempting to do good.
Same.
Ain't nobody hating.
That seminar might be on the top of my mind now. I'll think about it and put it in writing tomorrow.
We start off with an Ask Vic and Spank.
There you go. AMA. That's what we call it over in the crypto world. Ask me anything.
Oh, okay.
It'll be AMA.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Again, make sure y'all visit countryrapreport.com for all your country rap report needs. If you want to submit music or videos, there are several ways to do it over there. You can just hit the email, submit, or you can inbox it at the Instagram or the Facebook.
If either one of them don't reply to you by X days, I got beats. We can do our own challenge.
Did I leak that out of my head? Is there some kind of...
I got beats, Sam. And I got some Pom fresh beats, bro.
You know what's funny? What's funny? And maybe I'm popping the willy right now. Like that is.
Right.
All right. We got so much good response when we done the 100 episodes with people sending us stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then we got so much good response when we got people to virtually announce the categories.
Right.
In my mind, I'm like, shit, we're going to let them do their thing. Then we might need to drop one. No disrespect. And this is not even competition. This is, if I'm an artist, I'm in every bar challenge known to man.
Ooh. I know who we gonna get on ours. I ain't even gonna say it. Okay, well, I ain't gonna leak that one. Okay, go ahead.
Beats or the artist?
I got plenty of beats. I got beats. I got a Cannon Banyan beats. I got a couple Cannon Banyan beats and Cannon Banyan and some Papa Fresh beats. And I got some DJ Chose beats. So I got plenty of beats.
What are we gonna give away?
I don't know yet, but it's about who that featured artist. What's that?
No, just say for instance. Okay, I'm not sure what 30/30 is giving away. Okay. Broadnax is giving away $500.
Uh-huh.
Since we have this amazing partner called Asset Distribution, maybe we can give away a single distribution deal.
That requires getting video shot and all that stuff for the single, though.
Does it? You don't have to have no video. That's between them and Asset.
This is country rap. They need a video. If you ain't got a video, you will not survive.
Listen, we're just giving away the deal. They got to record their own single. The single ain't gonna be
we can do better. We ain't gonna put it all right here, but yes, that's a good starting point. We can do better.
Cause I might create some country rappers if they can get a single distribution deal through Astro.
That's it.
I said, wow.
Astro.
the funny thing is the reason I said Astro because I have a Travis Scott poster in the room.
Okay,
right?
okay.
And when I done that, I looked directly at him. I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. But hey man, we're gonna have some fun this year. We're gonna have some fun. And
Yeah,
that's
because I have pushed back my Dirty Dozens from 4 to 3, and it might be going to 2. COVID fucked me up. I ain't even gonna lie.
I think it messed the world up. So.
Yeah, so I know I'm still gonna do something. Just keep it out there, fellas and ladies. It's still out there. I ain't even going through all of the beats yet. That's how far behind I am.
Yeah, because there's a Krispy Kreme beat that I think is dope.
I forgot you sent me them too. Those are in the folder too. So yeah.
But there's one in particular I just so happen to open that I want you to hear because I'm like I can hear something on it, but I'm not good at that. So I'm like, man, I need him to listen to this beat and tell me, am I tripping?
Okay. I got ham squad beats too.
Hey man, we gotta get on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for watching this episode. CountryRapReport.com. Make sure y'all follow us on all socials.
Yes.
All right.
Appreciate you, Phathead.
Yeah, man. Appreciate that incredible story. All right, it's your boy Vic XL.
What you do, Spank?
We are the Country Rap Report. Until next episode. Remember, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Come chat with your boys.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.